Hey guys, today is Monday and we are starting a foundation repair in Cedar Hill, Texas. So I'm just arriving to the job site. I had a few estimates to do this morning. Pier beam inspection. We have materials already in here and the guys have a lot of progress. We have to install approximately like 30 hybrid piers and we're gonna be excavating a few tunnels. So the guys have made all this progress already. You can see all these holes are done. Let's see how they are now. Terry, hey. Good, thank you. Mica. Ay. Los interiores son aquí.
Corre la viga aquí.
¿No está acá atrás?
No.
Oh, pues hay que abrirlos ahí.
Ajá,
So Mika is breaking the concrete where we have to dig on the driveway, and here we're gonna do some piers because this side of the house is low. So he found the beams. So we have a footer, like a beam right here.
hasta aquí, mira.
¿Ves que tanto de eso ahí?
Puedo quitar esto. Después nada más arriba un poquito la tierrita que baja a tirar.
Hey guys, so here in the outside, we're gonna be installing piers here in the patio. So we have to install 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around 9 piers in here. But the customer just had this concrete done and he didn't want to damage it. So to avoid cutting through the concrete in here, we are tunneling. We're doing 2 entrances. It's gonna be one in there, one entrance is there. It's gonna go across this side, and the other entrance is there. It's gonna go towards there. So we're gonna make sure that we install the piers without harming or damaging this concrete patio. So you can see in here that lot has a big drop towards the back. The problem with this lot is that improper soil compaction leads to this kind of settlement. When it's raining a lot, the dirt starts like washing away. That's erosion. And with erosion, and because the soil is not properly packed, the weight of the house starts settling down, and then with erosion, because the soil is being washed away, the house settles even more. So here what we have to do is install the piers from here all the way to the other side and across the garage, as we show you marking the beams. And with that, we're gonna ensure that the foundation of the house stops coming this way. We're gonna install hybrid piers. We usually put like 25 feet of steel in here and then like 10 feet of concrete. The guys have a lot of progress. This is our first day. Hopefully we can finish by Saturday. Today I brought 350 pipes and 200 cylinders. So I'm gonna start installing the piers, see how deep they go, so we can have an idea how much material we need to bring, and also if it's taking a lot of material, we have 4 hydraulic pumps, so we probably gonna have to use all of them, or maybe with just 1 or 2 of us that are installing piers is gonna be enough. Right now, the biggest challenge is gonna be installing all the piers and digging the tunnels. Before I get to work, I'm just gonna give the guys something to drink. We'll see what they want. Have some Red Bulls, water, Coke. So we'll see what they want. Terry, you want a water or Red Bull, Coke? You have water already? Okay. Want a Red Bull? Okay. Los Red Bull son para los muchachos. No necesitas energía. ¿Quieres un Red Bull? ¿Red Bull? No, ¿para qué quiere Red Bull ella? ¿Quiere un Red Bull, Moy?
Dice que puedes enfermar.
Para que vea. Morrito, ¿quiere un Red Bull?
¿Red Bull?
¿O Coca-Cola o agua?
Un agua, patrón.
¿No quiere Red Bull?
No, acabo de tomar un patrón.
Ok. ¿Qué quiere? ¿Quiere Red Bull?
Me hace mal. A dar nervios.
Guama, ¿Quiere Red Bull? ¿Oh? ¿No quiere entonces?
¿Cómo al Terry le dio 2?
¿Cómo al Terry le dio 2? Julio, ¿quiere un Red Bull?
Una coca y un Red Bull. Las dos cosas.
Aquí está su Red Bull.
Ahí está, ahí está. Hay una mesita del Red
Y
Bull.
aquí está su coca. ¿Usted, Guajama, quiere coca?
Nada más que Melo ya
Trae agua, pero agua ya se fue. ¿No quiere coca entonces? No, agua ya no traigo, ya las pidieron todas.
Yo tengo mi agüita, mire, para
¿Qué será mejor, un Red Bull o un Celsius?
Ah, pues sí, Julio, en vez de Vení, Filú. Puta, con ese no me acuerdo el patrón. No.
Pero se fija, Julio, cómo es el Guajama. Ahí quedó. Okay, guys, so we just had some drinks and yeah, I'm gonna start installing Piers now. They're gonna help me unload materials. I'm gonna unload my hydraulic pump and turn on the generator. I'll see if we have a plug somewhere close here nearby. I honestly prefer using my generator because that way if the breaker trips or something like that, I don't have to be like knocking at the door and being a nuisance to the customer. But we'll see if we have a plug here. Yeah, we have a plug in there. It's a GFCI. I don't like the GFCIs too much because they always trip. They end up tripping. So we'll see. We're gonna try it anyways because I don't want to be making that much noise. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores.
Dios agujero,
¿A usted no?
Ya, Natalia.
Ah. Hey guys, so here I wanted to push in the center, but the beam is really in bad shape here. So we're going to do more to the left, and then when we try to put in the top cap, we're gonna have to dig a little bit more. But yeah, it's important to make sure that where we are pressing the pier, the concrete here, it's like flat, because in here it goes up, and that can cause our ram to break through the concrete because it's not pushing even. If it's like the surface is stilled, then the ram is gonna just break through it. Okay, now we are gonna start installing the pier. I pushed the first pipe in there, and I'm gonna use the spacer block and then the next pipe, and we'll see how many pipes it takes. Okay guys, so right now we're gonna check how much pressure we have. These holes are deep, the foundation is quite deep, so I can't really see the gauge. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have used 12. But by sound, I was listening to the machine and it sounds like it has reached some pressure, so we'll see now. Okay, so the pressure reached almost 6,000 psi. This is the first hole we install, so we have to see how deep the pipe can go so we can determine how many cylinders. The hybrid pier, most of the companies that they sell you hybrid pier, they're gonna tell you a specific depth, like 10 feet. Most of them use 4 feet, some other 10 feet. What we do is that we just want like 5 to 10 feet of cylinders at most. The rest of the pipe of the pier must be with pipes. The goal with the pipes is that because they're smaller in diameter, they're going to penetrate through hard layers of soil so they can reach past the active zone. The depth of the piers must pass the areas where the moisture still affects the soil, which this means is that whatever the pier is stopping, we want it to make sure that it's deep enough so when it rains and dries, the soil is not going to be expanding and contracting as bad as in the surface. So the shifting on the soil won't affect the piers. So I'm going to go back to push the piers. So far we have 12 pipes into the hole, into the pier, and we already reached 5,500 psi. So let's continue pushing the pipes into the soil. And when we reach about 7,000 psi, we're going to transition into the concrete. Okay guys, well we have 17 pipes into this, but just by listening at the machine, I think we're already at 6,000 or maybe 7,000 psi. Let's take a look. So we're hitting 7,000 psi now. Before transitioning to the concrete, I want to see how far will it go if we will only be using a steel pipe. So I just pushed the last pipe. With that one, we have 19 pipes into the ground. And we reach 10,000 psi. So this one is ready. We'll move into the next pier. So now that we know that with 19 pipes, 19 feet deep, we reach 10,000 psi. On the next ones, we're gonna go with 12 pipes and 8 cylinders. It hits solid ground. Now with the hybrid piers, because we saw hybrid piers, so with the hybrid piers, we're gonna go 12 pipes, then transition into concrete, and it should take another 7 cylinders. So let's go. We're gonna install the second pier. Today is kind of late. I went to buy materials and did a pier and beam inspection in the morning. So I arrived like 11 a.m. No, like almost 12. So yeah, the day flew. But I'm gonna install this pier and then we're gonna call it a day. Hey guys, so I just finished installing the second pier. This one is actually a hybrid pier. I went 12 feet with a steel pipe and 7 concrete cylinders. So it went the same depth with the hybrid pier as the steel pier, and we have the 10,000 feet. Okay, so we're good. Now we're gonna pick up all the stuff and we're gonna start installing the next piers tomorrow. The weather is not bad now. It's been a much better weather. We're about the 80s, so that's really good. Last few weeks we were about 95, 100. Was terrible to work. Okay guys, so here in the garage we already have most of the breakouts. This is how we're gonna dig the holes here, and we're gonna install the piers just like that. Here you can actually see what I was telling you, like on these lots they always fill in order to make the house, so that's why we have a big drop. But the problem is that they don't take enough precautions. First than anything, they don't pack the soil properly. I've seen, but it's very common that they just drive the equipment around, you know, like if they have an excavator or a bobcat or something like that, they just level up all this, they grade up the lot where they want to build the house, and then they just drive the machines, the bobcat, the tractors on top of the soil, and they say, yeah, it's good because we drove over with equipment. That's not compaction. The way that the soil needs to be compacted is different. You need the equipment special to compact the soil, to pack it down properly. And then another thing is, look at the driveway. It's crazy. I'm sure that they say they were gonna do it at 4 inches concrete, 4 inches pour. But yeah, what they do is they just put the form, and the form they use a 2x4, and the 2x4 is not even 4 inches. It's like 3.5 inches. So you can see what happens. So this concrete in here is probably 3 inches. Here it's probably 4 inches, hopefully. But you can see, look at this. It's pretty much floating. Then look at the rebar. The rebar is here. The rebar should be on the center, but here you can see it's all the way on the bottom, and you can see it goes here, and yeah, so it's not really properly done. This driveway, I promise you, unfortunately, it's gonna fail down the road, and it's not gonna take long for that to happen. Right now, we're gonna help it. Why? Because we're gonna do a grading in here from the soil that we have excess of soil from the tunnel. We're gonna level up this area again, so it's gonna help for a while to the driveway. But yeah, look at that, and it's a new home, so the builder, they know this is gonna happen. It's just they don't care. So we have a lot of piers to install, but we have a lot of progress on the digging. Right there is Carmelo on the tunnel. Moises is supposed to be helping, but he's on the phone. And then we have the other hole right there. So yeah, guys, remember, let us know in the comments if you have any questions or anything like that. I'm always happy to answer. I love to engage with you guys. Community is very important. So if you have questions or anything like that, let us know. Leave your comments and I will be happy to answer any question or any information you want. So it's early morning, the guys have 2 more holes. Let's see the progress. ¿Qué dice Pablo? ¿Aquí andamos? Buenos días. Okay. So the guys are already installing piers.
Buenos días, patrón.
Buenos días. ¿Bien ustedes?
Bien, patrón.
Here they're digging the rest of the holes here inside the house, on the outside, on the driveway. So we still have 1, 2, 3, like 10 more. Yeah, we still have like 10 more holes to dig. And here they have a lot of progress already on the tunnel. So you can actually see that Carmelo is probably like 6 feet. It's by the grill over there. Like, he's pretty much at the end of the first grill. So yeah, we are almost like halfway towards we need to reach. Good thing it's not as hot as the other days. It's getting cooler. So happy because of that. And here's where we're gonna have to dig all the holes in the inside. Yep, let's get started. So we're gonna get the hydraulic pump for Paola. She's gonna start installing Piers as well. So we have 2 hydraulic pumps right now. We're gonna get the other one. And I was gonna, oh yeah, we have 2 more rams, so I think I'm gonna start using it too. So it's gonna be the 4 of us installing Piers now. So Mika is gonna go back to dig. Paola is gonna use that pump, and let's see how many more holes we have ready to dig. So, ¿ya terminó, Bahama? No. Oh. Oh, no, todavía no termina. Oh, sí. We have 1, 2. The one over there, 3 ready to install the piers right here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna dig instead of installing piers. We don't have as many holes open. Yeah, so we have a lot of progress on this hole. The first few feet are just sand from when they leveled the lot. But then after a few feet, like after 2 feet of sand, we have just filling material, which is just debris. Has rocks, old bricks, stuff like that. ¿Sí? Andate, Manuel. ¿Qué pasó, Pablo? Lo veo perdido, mano. ¿Va a puchar o va a escarbar? Órale. Oh, venía Natalia con su botecito a echarle jugo. Ya no había jugo aquí. Hay más, por eso traje 4 botes. Sí, yo sabía que uno iba para hacer para 2 personas.
Está bien.
No, yo quiero mango.
Ten. Ah, este es de piña. Sí, yo sé que no alcanza, pues si soy padre de familia, yo bien sé cuántos hijos tengo. Okay guys, so right now we just have to finish digging like 7 more piers. The piers are going about 20 feet deep. We're installing around 12 to 14 sleeve lock pipes, and then we're transitioning into another 4 to 6 more cylinders. And we're digging here inside the house. Inside the house, we always need to dig. Wahama, no se asuste. Inside the house, we always need to install the piers directly beneath the grade beams, the footings. Otherwise, the foundation can crack. So right there, that's the foundation, that's the footing. We're gonna install a pier there. And then Julio is doing the same right here. So we also have to dig that one, that one. We have one more in here. So in total we have 1, 2, 3, and 3 where Carmelo is digging the tunnel. So another hole here. This one is ready. The tunnel is right here. Gracias.
Hi.
Nika.
Hola.
The excess of moisture causes the soil to lose compaction. It becomes soft, and then with the erosion, because the soil is now soft, the water starts washing it away. So the foundation, the only option it has is to start sinking down. This is the end of the second day. It's 2:30 p.m. We're leaving. We arrive at 7 a.m. and we'll be back tomorrow 7 a.m. This is our third day of foundation repair in Cedar Hill, Texas. Nothing like the lovely sound of the jackhammer in the morning. That's the best way to start the day. We're gonna continue installing piers. Hopefully we can finish digging the holes and get most of the piers installed. We'll try to finish Friday, but I think we're gonna be finishing on Saturday. We are always super clear of how the process looks like. That's the reason we also record all these videos, so you can actually understand how the foundation repair process goes. So if you have to get this done, it's easier for you. But anyways, it's definitely overwhelming. Nobody wants to see the house like this, but at the end, if you watch the videos, you will see that we do a really good job with the finishing, and we're gonna make sure that it all looks like it was before. A lot of people think like there's no way it's everything gonna look like it was while you're seeing all this. But yeah, we know. I mean, I understand, and I always do everything as I can to keep you calm. But yeah, definitely this is stressful. All the piers on this side of the house are installed already. I'm going to start pressing that pier, and then we just have four or five more left on this side, and then like 7 inside the garage. So like I said, hopefully we can have everything ready for tomorrow, start lifting, and then Friday start backfilling and cleaning. Hopefully Saturday will be just finishing with the cleanup process. Here's the tunnel. It's very humid in here. The soil is retaining a lot of water. This type of soil is highly organic, so it keeps all the moisture. Yeah, so it's very humid in here. The top of this is the patio. We're probably gonna put like a pier in there to support the patio, maybe two piers to support it and prevent it from caving in the future because of the tunneling. And this is the footing of the house. So this is the wall, the brick is above, and this is a grate beam. Melo is just gonna dig in here. We need one on the corner, two more in the middle. We're gonna have one more here. This one is almost ready, and one here on this corner. When we finish doing all the work, then we're gonna have to regrade all this dirt. This is way better now than it was before. Remember the other video? There's a huge slope, like the driveway is totally tilting this way. So that's gonna help to reduce the movement for a while. Maybe like adding a retaining wall or something will help a lot. Or at least making sure that when the water drains, the driveway could have a curve so the water will be redirected, because right now when it rains, all the water just flows down from the driveway and starts like causing erosion, like washing the soil away. You can follow the path. Like all the water comes, start causing erosion next to the driveway, and then comes this way, comes to the back. So in here it's not a big deal anymore, it's far, but over there it's definitely gonna cause more issues in the future. Hey guys, so this hole is ready. It took 22 feet deep, and we're gonna have lunch before we move into the next one.
Yes, sir. ¡Lonche!
¡Ay, qué bonita carita! Little. Hey guys, here you can see all the brick. It's just like debris. You can see all here. It's from when they leveled a lot. So the actual soil, the layer of like natural original soil of this lot is right here. This one, the black that you can see there. All this grayish is just filling material. We have another pier ready. This is gonna be full steel. It went 22 feet deep, and this is the pressure we have right now. The guys over there are gonna switch the extension cord to another plug so I can continue installing the piers. We installed 1, 2, 3 piers in the tunnel. We're gonna start picking up the tools and everything. We'll come back tomorrow. Right now we're just gonna have to clean all the mess from today, and we are closer to finish. Oh, what a mess. Backfilling and cleaning up is the fastest, usually the fastest part of the job, of the repair. So Mika is finishing installing the last 2 piers for today. After that, we still have to install 4 more in the garage, 4 in the tunnel. So we were supposed to do 30 piers in total, but we're actually doing a few more. We found the intersections of the beam, like the cross beams. So we're gonna be doing some piers in there. We're out of pipe right now here. We're gonna have to bring more material, another pallet of cylinders, and probably like 100 more pipes. Hey guys, we're back at the job site in the morning. The guys are finishing installing the piers. I stopped by to get more materials. We just have like a couple more piers to finish installing. Mika is doing a great job. Good job, boy.
Good boy. Great.
Julio pelándose la chirigua, anda nomás. Wahama is setting up bottle jacks now. They're just gonna start setting up the top caps. Bottle jacks, some holes, they have 2 piers instead of 1, so we're not gonna need top caps on all of them. And here we have Moises and Melo. Oh, they want a grrr. Melo is installing the last couple piers in here. We have all of the rest. Yesterday you watched the clips from those holes right there. I start on the corner and I press 2 more. Then Melo is installing these 2 and 1 more here. After that, we're gonna be ready to lift and level the house. It's Thursday, so yeah, I think everything is going according to the plan. We should be done by Saturday at most. Now, while Mika and Carmelo finish installing the piers, Julio, Terry, and Wahama are going to start setting up the bottle jacks. And I think I'm gonna help Wahama because he's too slow. Too old and too slow. ¿Ya escuchó, Wahama? Dice que está viejero y lento. La viejera. ¿Ya puso la... ¿Qué puso ahí?
La luz del patrón, pues, ya me está.
No, eso es de agua.
3 pasan ahí.
3 son de agua.
Si lo muevo, lo checo. Hombre. Terry, otro de 2. Su hinche.
Aquí está, aquí.
Así ya no batalla ni usted ni yo.
El Julio es el que debería llevarlos, pero... Miren ese Julio cómo anda con hueva, mano. Apúntele bien. Aguas, vamos porque hay un shim que quiere caer en su cabeza. Ahí está la otra cámara, la camioneta.
Que no se le da su mano.
Vaya que fuera este chamaco.
Mío. ¿Por qué?
Porque no le da nada de...
¿De qué?
No le da de que... Puta, va a venir patrón, me va a liberar.
¿Verdad?
Dale con 322. Juan, ese no sirve.
¿Qué?
Terry.
ventilador, ¿no? So here right now we're just gonna set up the top caps on the bottle jacks. You guys are getting the 32 tons bottle jacks from the trailer. We have all of the bottle jacks outside around the house ready. So right now this is the only thing that we have left before lifting and leveling. But once we finish setting up the jacks, we're gonna go have lunch first. It's almost 11 a.m. so we're gonna get lunch. And then after that, we're gonna go back to lift the house, shim the piers, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to start backfilling today or until tomorrow. But the most important thing today is lifting the house. Aquí ahora les tenemos el grupo Huacal, mano. Bola de Huacales. Vamos a ver cómo mueven la palanca para levantar una casa.
Aquí se ve. Solo por la vejera,
Diga, ¡ahora, Huacales! Ahora, Huacales. Denle 25. 5. Hágase para adelante si quiere con 5 atrás. ¿Listos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Se están cagando aquí en mi cara, mano. Yo puse ese gato, muy por eso le digo que tiene. El gato está bueno, muy. ¿Sí está levantando? ¿Sí está levantando? Sí. Fue el Terry, ¿verdad? Terry, you fart. No? You fart on my face.
You just smell it. You have pink eye right now.
Oh. Oh, pues sí, bueno, pues aquí estoy fresco. Es que se chingaron un pedo, por eso no se me estaba para allá. Me echaron un pedo en la cara, Melo. El Terry. Mire, Pico, para que vea que trabajador. Mira, qué marrazos le va. Cuidado, mano. Yo ni nombré al mollo, mano. No me pide el cilindro, pero me dice que si pateo para atrás.
No, pues todavía con respeto al patroncito, ¿y qué es cierto?
Olé bien, ahora que bajé el peso. As the guys are shimming the piers, we are now starting to backfill. We're back inside the tunnel here. I'm going to show you. You can actually see the gap, how much we lift. So you see this gap right here? It's about an inch. So that's how much we actually lift the house. And of course, you can see it all along the footing of the house. So right now we're just gonna shim the piers. We also installed 3 piers for the concrete patio. So the patio seems to be attached to the footing of the house, but anyways, we're gonna shim a pier so the patio is supported by the pier as well, because since we do all the tunneling here, even that we're gonna backfill, there's no way for us to backfill the soil the same as it was before. So what we did is install the piers, so even that the soil remains loose, the patio is not gonna settle because of the piers. Tiene que entrar de allá para acá. No. Qué bárbaro, mueve una shima y listo, fuga. Ahorita por todo. And we are done for today. It's getting really hot again. So you can see here, all of the piers are completed already. That's how much we lift in here, about an inch. And we're gonna go home today. Tomorrow we're gonna be back. We're gonna start backfilling the tunnels. We already start backfilling in the garage. So that's quite a lot of progress. So it's Thursday, maybe we finish tomorrow, Friday. We'll see. We'll try our best.
Oh, ya. Puro camarógrafo, ¿no? Mira, del bono, compra otras 2 cámaras.
Hey guys, today is Friday. It's our last day, probably. We're gonna try to finish today. I arrived a little later because I had to do an appointment, and I went to buy all the concrete. So we have about 30 bags of concrete here. Now that I arrived, the guys have finished almost with all the backfilling. They're just using the water hose to pack down the soil properly and finish cleaning up everything. Está haciendo más calor hoy, ¿verdad? Carmelo and Moises are about to finish backfilling the tunnel. They have about 50% done.
Yeah.
Pero el morro no trabaja, está cansado ya. Moyo, ¿le cambio? ¿Quiere que le ayude ahí?
No, estamos bien.
Mire, yo de aquí le echo la tierra al Melo hasta allá.
Mira, patrón. Este fue puro Julio, patrón.
Puro Julio.
Vienen a alocar un ratito y después se van.
¿Quién?
Ustedes con Julio iban a alocar ahí, pues se van para allá. El Julio te vino a tirarme, pero yo le mandé un video.
¿A mí?
Sí.
No es cierto, Melo.
En WhatsApp.
¿No? ¿A qué hora?
No.
¿Cuándo?
Voy. ¿Ya?
No.
¿De usted?
No, muy que se vea como que trabaja. Qué lindo. Un beso a los tiktokeros. Desde Samayac, el Moyo.
¿No hace lonche, patrón? ¿Qué?
Eso, Yero. ¿Eh?
¿No hace lonche? ¿Qué?
¿Ya quiere lonche?
¿No sé qué horas son?
¿Son las 10?
No. Ayer contaba el portero.
Ahí está diciendo que no iba a venir, ¿verdad?
Ah, pero gusto es gusto. Estoy molestando al hijo de Piba porque ya tú lo dejaste.
Si tú fuiste por él, mica, ¿yo qué? Ganas que tiene de trabajar, mano. ¡Oh, doña Alma! Hasta estrenando carreta.
¿Lonche dice? Ya venía para afuera.
How are you, Terry? You good? Good. Hey guys, so the engineer is just about to leave. He inspected the house. Now he is very satisfied with the results we got. The homeowner is also very happy, and we're just finishing up with all the cleanup process. So we cut the concrete, we're gonna patch it soon, and we're just fixing the gravel and everything here on the front just to make the landscape look nice again. This side of the house is a little bit higher because what happened is that the left side of the house started dropping down because of the improper compaction and like the poorly compacted soils and the inadequate drainage. So because the left side was dropping down, the right side started coming up. So now that we put all the piers on the left side with the tunnel and everything, we lift about 1.5 inches over there, and this came down a little bit. This side was 2 inches higher, then the center was a 0, and the left side was 1.5 inches low. So right now the center is all level to the left. The delta difference from right to left is just about 1 inch when it was about 3 inches. So this house is way better. The tunnel is almost all covered here. They are just pouring water to pack the soil properly. That's the only dirt we have left. So they're just gonna finish up backfilling that. We're gonna fix the gravel again in here. Then we just have to grade the dirt around here. Right now we have just piles of dirt, so we're just gonna grade it. And once we grade it, it's going to help the water to flush away from the driveway. As I showed you before, the driveway had a lot of erosion. So this grading is gonna prevent the driveway from sinking for a while. We're also recommending at least a small retaining wall around that area to hold the dirt into place so it's not washing away. The same here. But it's almost all done, guys. In 5 days, we finished about 40 piers. We were supposed to do 30, but the house had a lot of beams, closer than expected. And because we always need to support the beams in order to secure the house, we installed piers on all the beams that we found. Here, the outside, we saw cut the concrete on the driveway. The guys are mixing the concrete, and Wahama is patching the holes right here. Then after we finish, the concrete needs 3 days to properly cure so the cars can drive over them, over the patches. And then after 3 days, if the customer wants, he can get the overlay on the garage. They can do epoxy paint or any finish he wants, so the patches are gonna be hidden. We finished the concrete patches inside the house and on the driveway. So this is how it's looking. We are closer to finish. I think maybe 1 more hour at most. This is the front of the house, and we are all done with the gravel. Terry is just cleaning a little bit of the dirt that mixed with the gravel, and we still have to clean the driveway. But you can see a big difference. Once we clean up the driveway, it's gonna look like pretty much like we were never here. It's just because the concrete is fresh, it looks like darker, but as it dries, it's gonna get lighter, and it's gonna look like nothing was done. So Julio just finished cleaning in here. We're just picking up the last of the trash that we can find around, and also we are grading the dirt. And we're all done, guys. This is how it looks, the finished product. It's all cleaned, patched, and ready. So another foundation repair and secure by iFix Construction, and we're ready for the next one. We'll see you on Monday.